It's Madden NFL 23, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off play action, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On first down, Fields rolling to his left. Caught by Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 14. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Equanimous St. Brown, 41 yards. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Second down, they go right back to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receiver.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Rager. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And this has been a strange game to figure out. Negligible numbers in rushing. In fact, they're not even in double digits yet, but they've got a halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the running, the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes Rager. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That makes this a 2-score ball game. And, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first. This from 41.
Joseph's got it.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears down by 13. 1:53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try to get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run the counter with Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.